dating rules for us 2020 baddies, because we are not getting effed with this summer, okay? Number 1, if he doesn't give you a day and a time in advance to plan a date with you, you're not going, you're busy. Like if he says, you free next week for dinner? You can say yes, but if he doesn't give you a date and time, you're not going, the plan wasn't set, okay? Number 2, if he likes you, you will know. If you're confused as to how he feels about you, he doesn't like you. Number 3, if he doesn't wish you good morning and good night every day or 90% of the time, he doesn't like you and you're not allowed to get into a relationship with him. Hey, I didn't say that you can't keep talking to him, but you're not dating him until he does. Number 4, if he doesn't invite you to plans of him going out or him doing things or text you when he's out, boo, it's not just you. There's other people. We're not dating him. And number 5, if you're in a situationship with him for more than a month, you're not dating him. If he's not locking you down after a month, he doesn't want you. He wants to play the field. You're done. Walk away. Bonus, we are being okay with being left. If he doesn't meet our needs, we leave. And we have to be okay with leaving. We're not staying, and we're not putting up with this over and over and over again just for it to happen again. Period. Bye-bye.
Okay, if you are a man, please listen to this because it is very important. I'm fairly strong. Actually, I'm very strong. I can lift a lot of weight. So when it comes to boxes, luggages, anything that I need to lift, I don't need help. I can do it on my own. However, there have been times where I have struggled and I had men walking by, passing by, just looking at me and then going back on their phone and continued walking. And for a second, I thought I lost hope in humanity because I'm like, the right thing to do if you see a woman struggling, whether you're attracted to her or not, it doesn't matter. You help the person. And that hasn't happened to me in ages. But today I was at the supermarket and I have some water cases, which don't weigh that much. They really don't. Like I can easily put it in the back of my car. But this gentleman stopped and was like, "Miss, can I please help you put the water cases in the back of your car?" My heart melted. So if you are a man, please do the right thing and just ask. Yes, I can do it by myself. But it is nice to know that there are men out there that if they see a woman that is struggling, they're there to help. And who knows, you might find your future wifey doing this. All right, I'm done.
So watch these videos from women that come across my For You page. I'm like, a lot of you are going to have to settle like greatly. Now, even beyond the point of debating whether or not men should be providers, like let's just say I agree, like men should be providers, right? The life that you want provided for you, only so many men can do that. Clearly, I crunched the life out of these numbers, yo. I'm talking about living in a house, shopping trips, paying for all the food, nice, nice clothes, stuff like that. I factored in stuff like, you being attracted to them. That's like 0.8%. You know what I didn't even factor in? Height. So it's like if you want a man over 6 foot, you're going to have to go for like 0.14% of 0.08%. Then remember, they're going to have to be attracted to you, which I'm not even going to do it. Let's just assume you're like the most beautiful woman in the world. Then factor in like, oh, they got to treat you right, be emotionally intelligent. It's probably like less than 0.01. These odds are not looking good. And I feel like anytime a man says this, like people are like, oh no, he's trying to like lower women's standards so we date him. Look, I'm in a relationship, okay? So I don't need any of that. What I'm saying is like now we talk about, there's a male loneliness epidemic that no men actually care about. I think maybe in like 10 to 20 years, I think there's going to be a woman's loneliness epidemic, like on a very serious note. Based off what you're saying, like assuming that you're not just like lying on the internet than being completely different in real life. Because again, in real life, I've never really ran into women who are like super into having a provider or anything like that. Just going off the internet, like bro, a lot of you are going to be disappointed because mind you, a lot of you like these men also have to be attracted to you. You know what I mean? I made a video on my backup account about it. Like it's not looking good.
I don't even like him for real because it's just he's too nice for me. Like he don't hit me like my exes or nothing. Like we can't fight or nothing. If I want to fight, he just walks away. Like I just don't want him. And
you deserve to have the exact type of man that you want. You deserve the type of man that you've always dreamed of more than any woman in the world. And I pray to God that you get exactly the kind of man that you want and deserve. See, I thought I was gonna say something. How they make it so easy? Well, Big Russ at it again this Thursday. Southside Lounge got Big Boogie coming. Big dude. He do that little dance thing. Yeah, everybody that rapping letter gonna be there except you. You ain't text his number. Text down here if you want to open up a Big Boogie.
This Thursday, Southside Lounge. Shout out to Big Russ dude. We outside, baby. Big dude. Let's get this.
Hey man, we ain't gonna keep on giving y'all niggas these goddamn type of opportunities and y'all don't take advantage of it. So you better tap in. Big dude, Big Boogie. This Thursday, Southside Lounge, Big Russ. I don't know what else to tell y'all. If you rap, you're supposed to be there. If you rapping the letter, you're supposed to be there. Text the numbers. That ugly money.
And you gotta understand, man, with the way that you out here talking, with the way that you out here acting, with the way that you out here thinking that you just gonna talk crazy to a man, treat a man like he's dirt, a man is not gonna pursue that. There's no reason for him to. There's no reason for him to get up out of bed every morning, having a great day, might have had a great night with his friends, just to come up to you. You got an attitude. And the only way that attitude is going to leave is if you have more cowbell.
If your woman don't look up to you, that relationship is going to fail.
Absolutely.
If your woman don't admire you, if she feel like I'm either on your level or I'm even past you, you heard me? Like I don't look up to my man, there will be a man that she does look up to one day. And she would definitely be have FOMO, or fear of that she missed out on that type of guy.
Yep.
You better believe that. So make sure that you get with someone who you can lead. In order for you to lead someone, then they got to feel like they admire you and they look up to you. And every woman is just not going to look up to you and admire you. I remember talking to someone, this was years ago. I remember talking to someone and she rocked with me on every level, but I just know that because of what she had her eyes set on, that she looked at me as someone who was like, I can't say nothing bad about this dude, but I just don't all the way look up to him. And it's because of the position that she held.
She wanted Drake.
So there you go. I mean, basically somebody, they tell me I look like J. Cole a lot. I don't think
That's what she wanted. She wanted J. Cole.
I don't think me and Cole look alike, but basically it's like, oh, D1, like, yeah, I can't say nothing bad, but if this was like a J. Cole or a Drake or something, oh yeah, say less. All the things that you having to fight with me on, D, and convince me of, I would be doing it hands down if it was them.
And that's the one you don't want.
5 reasons why dating an older woman can change your life. Number 1, emotional maturity. These ladies have a strong sense of self, good communication skills, and typically a high emotional IQ. They're less likely to play games and more likely to be direct about what they want. Number 2, stability and independence. They already have their own career, routine, and life structure. They don't need someone to complete them. They want a partner, not a project. This creates a low pressure, low drama dynamic. Number 3, confidence and self-awareness. With time comes self-confidence. These ladies know what they want, know what they like, and aren't afraid to say it. This makes dating way smoother, and of course, confidence is very attractive. Number 4, better communication about wants and boundaries. They're more clear about their expectations in dating and relationships, whether it's goals, intimacy, or emotional needs. The transparency that comes from this makes everything easier. Number 5, they bring experience in life and in romance. Typically with experience comes growth, right? So these ladies are more grounded, better at navigating conflict, and typically more understanding. They bring a deeper level of connection and conversation. Let me know your thoughts. Drop a comment. Agree, disagree. Let me know.
The most confusing kind of man? The one who won't choose you but won't let you go. Sometimes a man doesn't stay because he loves you. He stays because he knows you're a good woman. He knows how you show up, how you care, how you give real love. And he doesn't want to lose that. Not because he values you, but because he gains from you. So he keeps you close. Just enough attention, just enough effort, just enough to keep you there, while never fully choosing you. And that's what confuses you, because it feels like something, but never like enough. And slowly you start thinking, maybe I'm asking for too much. But you're not. You're just giving too much to someone who doesn't want to lose you, but also doesn't want to fully be with you. Because the truth is, a man who keeps you without choosing you isn't confused. He just knows you'll stay. And that's why he never changes. Ladies, if you feel this, comment a red heart. And if you're dealing with a man who won't choose you but won't let you go, there's a reason he keeps you as an option, and what actually makes a man commit to one woman instead of keeping her stuck. Just read caption or check the pinned comment.
You know, a lot of times, these men, my God, they have to audition for no reason. Not doing it. Why do I have to audition for you? Why do I have to prove myself to you? But you never have to prove yourself to me. I mean, God dog, y'all want men to be leaders, but then you let them get all the way down the street and you never even give him any support. What CEO, what boss in what company is going to be like, yeah, I'm going to carry this entire company on my back the entire way, and say, you know what, I don't need no help. I don't want no support. Which one? Nobody. Give that man some help.
Monkey branching. Let's talk about what monkey branching is. Monkey branching is when you're in a current relationship, but you start a new relationship before ending the old relationship. They're hanging on to two branches, trying to see which one's going to be sturdy enough to hold them. They're telling the current partner that they still love them, that everything is good, that you're their peace. And they're even probably telling you there is no one new because they don't have the integrity or accountability to even admit that that person even exists. They're telling the new person that you're crazy and that you don't want to let go and that you were never happy and that they couldn't give you what you need. And they don't even have the accountability to admit you even exist as a human in their life. And then when they decide which branch they want to swing to, which one will be sturdy, that's the one that they go to. And you even have the evidence that there's some overlap, but they've already told the other person that you're crazy, so they will never believe you anyway, because they're just going to tell them that I had to tell her what I had to tell her because, you know, she's crazy and I had to end it the way I needed to end it, when that really wasn't true. It was really just to see which one that was the better landing, and it's usually the one that requires less. So if you're part of a monkey branching situation, let them have that other option, because you're not an option, and that relationship was started without integrity and without accountability.
Hot take, I think simping is actually pretty cool. Like, I want to make lists about the you like, about your favorite food orders from places. I'm trying to hold doors open for you and everybody else because it's a bare minimum. Let's be honest. I want to reply to your text as soon as I get them. I'm not trying to wait out and like be like, oh, you waited 5 minutes, let me wait 10. No, I want to reply to that. We're talking. Let me gas you up. If you send me a selfie or a picture or something, let me gas you up. I'm trying to tell you how good you look and how much I'm drooling over. Let's talk. Let's have tea time. I want to know what you're knowing. I want to be what you're being, and like, let's be on the same page. Vent to me, talk to me about the people you don't like, the people you do like, about the shit that happened in your day. Like, let me do it. Let me in. I could be a girl for 30 minutes with you. Let's just make being simps cool again and actually giving effort. These are all bare minimum things that shouldn't be bare minimums. And I don't know why I'm getting so about this, but I am. Because I'm so sick and tired of the bare minimum thing being like a cool guy thing or something. Stop being nonchalant. Be chalant as fuck. Alright? Actually try. Women deserve that. Do it.
I'm pretty sure that my date just literally abandoned me because I'm over here already almost done with my dinner. And his dinner is sitting on the other side of the table and he's been gone for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Like, what are you doing? You said you were going to the bathroom.
Yeah, he probably is fighting for his life in that bathroom. I doubt he abandoned you, just wait it out. And especially if it's the first day, he's probably super embarrassed about it. So part of me feels like you eating and just going about the day anyways might actually make him feel a little better when he comes back. You just act like it didn't take that long, I guess.
That bad, you gotta be in there like trying to unclog that toilet, because I know you did not just fucking abandon me here. What the hell? He's been gone so long that I ordered another drink, and the waitress was even like, do you want me to bring your food? Oh, like, I noticed he's not here. And I was like, yeah, girl, I'm hungry. I was like, I don't know where this man went, but I'm still eating. You know, I got money, I'll pay for it. You know, no worries over here. I'm just kind of like embarrassed because.
No need to be embarrassed. You're not the first woman that's happened to. It happens sometimes. And I love that you're so understanding and you're willing to cover it. You know, you're still having your dinner. I don't think a lot of women realize how, like, being understanding about this type of thing goes a long way, especially if he has, like, a medical issue or just needed more time. I know this can be really embarrassing for a man if he's in the bathroom that long.
The benefits of marriage for a man typically isn't all that exciting for him.
What are y'all losing?
I didn't say that, losing or gaining. I said it's not exciting for him. There's not a fairy tale that men are taught to you know, from a kid.
Background and religion.
No, it doesn't. We're talking about over here in America, right? Listen, men are not enthusiastic on getting married. I didn't go to college. I didn't, like, all these different things. Marriage is on the last.
Are you speaking for the high percentage of men, or are you speaking for the low percentage of men that are doing this type of talk? Because this type of talk is not true for every man. There are men that have morals, come up in church, that grew up in family value, that come around family, that have structure of marriage and are used to seeing their whole family marriage. There are men that are like that. Then you also have men that don't have that experience and don't care for marriage. But I can't say.
What I'm saying is that marriage is not the number one priority. That's what I'm saying. I don't care if
for boys, that's not the number one.
That's perfect. Now, let me finish what I was saying. It's not the number one priority for men. There's not a man that I've ever met in my life from high school on that said, hey, in high school, what do you want to do when you grow up? I want to get married and have kids. No, it's like, yo, I want to go have this job. I want to maybe, you know, acquire some type of accolades. Usually it's for his family and his wife. But the marriage point is the last thing on his list, the last thing to check off.
And a lot of these modern women, they say a lot of stuff that's demeaning. They talk about how men are shaming women, but a lot of these modern women out here shame men. A lot. They say some off the wall stuff. They say some crazy stuff to disrespect a man. And when a man says, okay, that's how it is, you have to understand when you say stuff like that, when you do stuff like that, a man, you're going to call him cold. You're going to say that he's emotionally unavailable. But really, part of that, or maybe even a good portion of that, was you talking trash. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. Like Kevin Samuels always used to say. You two were worried about shaming him and insulting him. Now that man seemed cold and distant, and you're not looking at what you did that might have caused that.
Being emotional. Why are you like half naked out here?
Why are you half ugly out here? It don't make sense either.
Wait, why are you white knighting though? She has her butt out.
You gonna walk up to girls and say, okay, why you got your butt out?
Yeah.
And you act like you don't like it? Are you?
I don't like it. I got a girlfriend.
A fruit of the Holy Spirit is modesty. And if you care so much about modesty, then
why is she talking about modesty out of all people?
And I preach Holy Spirit.
So you preach modesty, but you're with girls that dress like her.
You said my girl is out here looking nice.
Who said that? No one said that. No one said your girl's looking nice. It's the opposite of looking nice.
You brought her attention.
It's the opposite of looking nice.
Out of every,
because she's one of the s***est girls I've seen so far.
That's what you think. See 100 other girls see her dressed.
And I go up to all the other girls. You want your girl blending in with all the...
She's not though. She's not at all.
Well, that's why I came up to her. I would be equally as mad if my girl was dressing like that.
That's actually crazy that you went to the mall and like, this is too short, this is too short.
You might think it's a little too short, but that's not for no reason.
Why are you rigging people, bro?
Why are you changing the subject? I was having a decent conversation before you started, like, you know, usually the women are the emotional ones, but you're the one acting you're acting out of emotion and not logic. I was actually, for once, having a logical, intelligent conversation with a woman, and the man is the one being emotional. She's being emotional. Don't touch my
Are you scared? I can't threaten you that much.
Scared of this guy? Yo. Scared of this guy?
Put the watch back on your knuckles,
I will put my diamond watch back on my wrist. Have fun with your fake crumb and slutty girl.
Short men are disproportionately rejected due to their height. I never denied that. And the reason this is so ingrained in our culture is because of patriarchy and misogyny, in my opinion. Tall women are also seen as more masculine. Now, the reason that I never stayed with any of these short guys that I dated is because they had a deep insecurity that they projected onto me and the relationship. And I know a lot of short guys who are hypocrites. They complain that women don't want to date a short guy, but they're not willing to date a woman taller than them. And a lot of men in general, okay, not just short guys, are desperate. They are desperate for women's attention. And I think it's a very healthy thing to learn how to be happy alone. Because otherwise, you're going to build resentment and you're going to project that and be a jerk Out of this desperation, these guys, and desperate guys in general, will date types of women they're not really attracted to, and then once they have access to the type of woman they really want, they either discard or start mistreating that first woman. There are all types of bigotries that everybody needs to unlearn that affect the dating pool. For instance, biphobia, racism, fatphobia, and I'm not denying that men being short would affect the dating pool, but it's not the sole reason you can't find a partner. And I personally don't have a height preference, but I have a preference for the way that people treat me. And so, yeah.
Can someone check on these men? Because they have just lost their ever freaking minds. I've gotten so many crazy comments on my feed. I am now being told crazy things about my looks, that I'm old, that I should be lucky that anyone's even giving me attention, that there's a lonely female epidemic. Let's fact check real quick. This is my Tinder. This has been my Tinder for over 6 months. It doesn't matter how many times I swipe left. It is always over 10,000. And this isn't just my inbox. This is most women's inbox. Who are the lonely ones? Because I know that there are no men, or if there are few, there are probably thirst traps that maybe have an OF page, but I know that there are no men with thousands and thousands of matches and likes. And even if you had people hitting you up, you're lucky if they even respond to you most of the time. So you guys can think like you're God's gift to women, but we are choosing. We're not lonely and we're not bored. We're freaking staying away from you. That's what's happening. Oh my God.
I went to a dinner party recently at a restaurant where the women outnumbered men by 7-3. All the women there were single moms. No joke. And they were like exchanging stories of how they went on dates with men and how terrible it was. Some men were missing teeth. Some guy, his car didn't start. And all of them just want to hit intimacy right away, right? And they were really put out by that. So, by the way, all these women all thought they were really beautiful themselves, especially one of them. And so I let them finish telling all their stories, then I chimed in. I said, you know what? There will always be more beautiful girls than successful guys. So, your odds are not good. And the whole room went silent. And that's the reality, is some of these women, they think they overvalue themselves and they think they deserve someone better, but all they're getting is men that are missing teeth and men that have cars that won't start.
And another thing that you also have to think about is, when you want a man to yearn, you want a man to, I understand you probably want that man to really show you that he likes you. Well, I don't see it as him simping for me. And if that is simping, then that's what I want. I want a man to really like me. I want a man to really show that he likes me. There's other ways that man can show that he likes you versus him getting down on both knees, crying and snotting, licking all over your feet, sucking all over your toes and all that nonsense. There's other ways that he can do that. But that's what modern women want. They read that type of stuff in books. They look at that type of stuff on TV, and that's what they want. And men are realizing at some point in time, you're going to think because I yearned and I begged for you, that you're in a better position. Well, I can leave you. I don't need you. You can't leave me. No, I did that thinking that you would understand how much I really want you in my life. But now that you're going to throw that in my face, I think I'll get to packing. I'll be out by the night.
Doesn't mean every woman wants a billionaire or that every woman always dates upwards on every single characteristic. It describes average preferences and patterns. But is there little to no data showing women place greater importance on a partner's resources or status? No, there is actually plenty.
Weird, I just made a video about this. Looks like Ilias copying me. So does hypergamy exist or not? It's not the question. It's do you participate in hypergamy, yes or no? statistically, it does appear that we can observe data that would reflect upon the definition of hypergamy. So it's just a matter of, are you participating in it or not? Of course, some women will date completely based off of other things like values, personality, maybe even just looks, or other things like that, things you have in common with this person. So if you are that person, it's not like, well, that's not true because of me. And it's like, every argument we gotta do this. Also, saying hypergamy is a social construct, you're not disproving something, you know what I mean? Social constructs are real. What I mean is, like, if a woman dates based off of a social construct, right? 10 years down the line, you have, like, kids and you're married. That's, like, real life. You're not saying, oh, well, that's fake. I don't know what's more real than that, actually. Just because hypergamy exists doesn't mean you're cooked out, and it doesn't mean you have to participate. It's called free will, brother. Thought we wouldn't notice?
I've talked to over 2,000 girls from 45 plus states, 30 plus countries, and I'm telling you, the hardware might look different, but the software is almost always the same. A lot of these girls are indoctrinated, and you gotta remind them that you're better than them in every regard to get the respect. You to go back to work and get more gym badges because these girls are disrespecting you, and they do it all the time. All right, guys? I'm telling y'all, man, stop being simps. These guys on YouTube that are giving y'all advice or whatever, they don't know what the they're talking about, because not only are we here in Miami where the girls are the most hypergamous, we're in the West, we're dealing with the craziest, whoriest of these, okay? But we've been around as well and dealt with other girls. No one is giving y'all a better view of contemporary dating than us. These tradcons, with all due respect, don't know what the they're talking about. That's why I get so mad, because they're over here giving y'all bad advice. They're telling you walk down an aisle with a that quite frankly doesn't deserve it. That's why I get so mad and passionate about this. Because no one else tells y'all the truth about these hoes. There's a reason why we're the #1 podcast in the world when it comes to men, because we are willing to tell you guys, at the penalty of being canceled, how the world really works when it comes to dealing with these modern day women. Stop being a simp.
This is why men ignore women's signals. Because at some point in a man's life, he's picked up on signals that have been coming from a woman. And then he's acted on those signals, asking her out or whatever. And then he gets hit with the, oh no, I was just being nice. I'm not interested. I was just being nice. I'm just a nice person like that. That's just like who I am. Like, I'm just a nice person. Okay, but I thought those were signals. Because, you know, other girls, when they're being nice, they don't do all of that. In fact, when other girls do that, usually it's because they're interested, and now I've acted on that, and now I look like an idiot. So now, anytime I think that a woman's giving me signals, I just ignore it. Because I don't want to go through that experience again. That was so embarrassing. Until a girl literally sits on my face. I'm not... Sorry, I don't know why I use that as an example. That's what she does. I'm still like, maybe she's just being nice. I don't know where that came from. I'm so sorry. But like, it is true. I need a girl to really like grab my face and be like, I like you. I do see the signals. I just ignore them. I'm just like, She is acting differently from the other women, but it could be she's just friendly. She's just nice. I'm just a nice person. I'm just a good person like that. Off! Other women need to call out those women. Those women are ruining it for you. Shame them out of that kind of behavior. Because now you give off signals and then men are ignoring you and like, oh, he's not interested. He might be interested. He just doesn't want to be embarrassed. That's not good for the women either, is it? So, I don't know why my voice is so high. Like, I'm so animated and upset about this. It's really not that important.
The women are actually a huge part of the problem, and it is so subtle, yet it's insidious. Women, the contempt, the subtle arrogance and entitlement around your needs and self-righteously expecting your needs to get met while withholding respect and just common decency and niceness and warmth is profound. Like, oh, and I am guilty of it as well. This is women. This is the mess that we're making. I have seen too many men whose dignity has been snuffed out when his wife could hold the position of building up that dignity. What an honor that could be. What healing is available. But no, we want to be right and we want our needs met. So many men trying so hard in their own way to not be received. Not good enough. Not exactly what I needed. You're not safe. Women don't realize that our words and our energy cut deeply to a man, and then we wonder why he's not showing up.
You want to lose a good man fast?
Simple. Just follow these 3 steps and I guarantee you he will be gone before you even realize what happened. Step 1. Disrespect him. The fastest way to love is disrespect. Roll your eyes at him. Cut him off when he talks. Talk down to him in front of other people. Laugh at his ideas. Make him feel this small. A good man will not stay where he feels disrespected because respect is the foundation of how he gives and how he leads. The second he loses that, the relationship is done. Step 2, withhold your intimacy. Then make a bargaining chip. Weaponize intimacy. Punish him by shutting him out physically and emotionally. Make him feel like attraction is something he has to beg for. When a man feels unwanted by the woman he chose, it cuts him deeper than you think. So he will check out, and once he does, it is almost impossible to bring him back. And finally, step 3, be constantly negative. Finally, complain about everything. Focus on what he isn't instead of what he is. Criticize instead of appreciate. Nitpick the small things and ignore the effort he does put in. Nothing crushes a man faster than realizing no matter how hard he tries, he will never be enough in your eyes. So yeah, do these 3 things and you will lose a good man fast. Or you can flip it. Respect him, desire him, and appreciate him. That's how you keep a man who actually will show up for you.
I just wish more women understood that men don't hate you. Men are hurting. Men are isolated. Men feel invisible. And nobody ever taught us to talk about it. And for the first time in history, men are falling behind across education, income, and even like emotional health. And that's what you're seeing. It's not hatred. It's not anger toward women. It's just men. We're drowning silently because they don't know where they fit in the world anymore. And we don't hate you. We admire you. We're inspired by you. But a lot of men feel like just like failures, not because of women, but because they've lost like their sense of worth in the world. And don't get me wrong, of course we love the advancement of women, but the world just suddenly stopped teaching boys how to become men. So, ladies, when you see a man who's distant, detached, or shut down, you're not seeing a man who hates women. You're seeing a man who doesn't feel like he's enough for anyone, including himself. Masculinity abandons a new boy every single day. Most men aren't fighting you. They're fighting themselves. And what they really want is just to be understood, respected, and seen again.
You know, modern women continue to ask, well, why is it that men are opting out of dating? Well, you know, you try being drained of your money, your energy, your resources. Something always got to be expensive. You always got to take them to an expensive place. You try doing that type of stuff for multiple women and see if you like dating. You try paying $150 fee every single time you go out and see how old it's going to get fast. Even if a man has a date, one date a month, that's $150 bill. That's $150 bill. When the new game comes out, with $150, I could have bought that game and some of the DLC. I could have gone out with the boys, taken myself out. I could have put that money back towards a trip. I could have put that money in my investment account. There's so many things I could have done with that money besides spending on somebody that I know don't like me. That's how a lot of men are thinking now. It's not that you're a bad person. It's just that in a lot of these situations, I'm burning through my money and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.